India is a nation of 1.4 billion people. Homo sapiens, right? Everybody wants to hook and connect, express himself and herself. But he or she does not have a balanced track and way to present himself and herself. Sometimes when they communicate with others, they can't balance their sounds, their voice, their impacts, their gestures and postures, and a lot more. Whenever I sit with Shafak, I try to highlight communication, public speaking, English speaking, and a lot. So again, I have one of the finest speakers, orators, communicators, coaches, and also experts of this public speaking and communication. So she is going to share something with us in this great and wonderful podcast. How do you feel, Shafak?
I feel amazing, and thank you so much for having me again in this wonderful podcast. I'm very honored to be the part of this great podcast, and I think
Don't try to be so much formal because, this is Ghar Ka podcast. So there is no invitation, by the way, for you.
yeah, you
You
will.
are like, hey, Shafak, come here, come on. We have to do a podcast. Sit down.
Yeah, but for them, I need to be professional because they love to listen to me, and I love to tell them.
It means that you are not exaggerating yourself.
I'm not exaggerating. I feel amazing because they love to listen to me.
Don't you think that blowing your own trumpet is a bad habit?
I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I'm blowing their love from me.
So it means that Shafak is actually communicating in a balanced way. And we, as a speaker and orator, we also need a balanced way. But Shafak, I have observed so many times while mentoring and training to the trainees, mentees, students that I find sometimes they over-exaggerate, right? They don't have the grip and hold on their thoughts, like which is called hold your horses. So they don't do it. Why does it happen? Like why they hyperbole, why they exaggerate, that they cannot control their organized thoughts?
Well, nice question. I would like to highlight one point here, that 4 pillars of your speaking: mental balance, physical balance, verbal balance, and your emotional balance. Okay. These are the 4 pillars of your public speaking or your communication skills. If you understand these 4 pillars, it means you're not going to face any barrier in your speaking.
So it means that you're talking about these 4 pillars. You're talking about the physical, right, balance, emotional balance, right? And then you're talking about the mental balance and absolutely
verbal
balance, right? But here I'm talking about, or I'm highlighting one thing that's, balance of thoughts, which is called mental balance. So I think mental and mind is interconnected to each and everything.
Yes.
It's connected to your body. It's connected to your vocal and tongue.
Yeah.
First of all, how to balance mind while speaking and communicate?
Yes, this is a nice question. Sometimes what happens that even with us, it happens as well that we are entangled with ourselves, with our thoughts as well. We don't know what to speak now. It means that you are not having the clarity of your thoughts. First, you should have the clarity of thoughts. What do you want to speak? What the time of speaking? You need to understand those points which are very smooth. That is what to speak, where to speak, and when to speak.
All right. What to speak, when to speak, and where to speak. These are important pillars and important factors you have discussed on. And sometimes it also happens while speaking or while delivering. Like I know that spare zone or the powerful zone is from belly button to the forehead. If I am aware, because I'm a coach, I'm a trainer, but there are so many people who are not aware. For example, I'm using my gesture like this. I'm using a comfort gesture. I'm using a proper gesture. But there are so many people, when you tell them, use your body language to gain confidence, build confidence, they will come, good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. And I want to talk like this and that. But no, I am like, hey, what is he doing right now? So they go out of balance.
Yeah.
They go out of that, strong hemisphere or in strong zone. What do you take on this?
So there is only one point, that is whenever you feel anxious, you use your over gesture.
Okay.
Whenever you are underconfident, you want to raise your voice.
Okay.
The simple point is that you need to understand it.
Just like वो झूला पे झूलते हुए जब हम चिल्लाते हैं डर लगता है, right?
That you need to understand. For balancing your voice, you need to be confident only. Like if you're using over gesture, try to understand that how many audience sitting in front of you, how many people are in front of you. You need to understand it. What happened sometimes, there was a students, I will not say the name, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. There was 2 people only.
There were 2 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the person was using over gesture. Then I realized why does it happens? Then I got to know that this is all about mind game.
What is it, Shahzad?
Actually not. Well, he was not there.
Okay.
Somebody else.
Okay.
So yeah, I got to know that this is all about mind game. If you want to balance your gesture, your voice, your eye contact, balance your thoughts first.
Okay.
Clarity of thoughts, you need to understand. So first, balance your thoughts, everything will be balanced.
So first of all, there is a great suggestion by Shafak, and that is balance your thoughts. Like, have a proper measurement of your thoughts so that your thoughts cannot exactly trap you. Because most of the times it happens that when you're not able to measure your thoughts, your speaking goes out of the boundary or your speaking doesn't reach to the boundary level because you don't know how to balance your thoughts. Many people complain it and many people say this, that I'm not able to actually, inculcate my thoughts. I'm not able to whether organize my thoughts, or I am not able to express those thoughts which is in my mind. So there is also a great, difference between mind and tongue. So they're not able to inculcate or they're not able to just, connect their mind and tongue. So what do you want to say on this point, like how to connect mind and tongue while speaking and communicating?
Well, I would like to explain you by one example that if you feel euphoric, then it means that you are going to do the same thing.
What you said, euphoric?
Yeah.
What do you mean by this? I don't know the meaning of this word.
You don't know the meaning of this word?
Please.
Actually, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to say that furious.
Furious.
Suddenly I said that euphoric.
It means...
I'm so sorry.
Alright. It means you did not know the word.
Euphoric means happiness and furious means sad.
Alright. That's why I highlighted this word, right?
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes it also happens with them that they speak any other word but they don't know.
I'm so sorry. Furious means angry and euphoric means happy.
Right.
So if you feel furious, so you say whatever you're having in your mind. That is, yeah, why did you do this? Why that you're saying these lines again and again. It means that you're showing your furiousness. So you need to understand the same thing at the time of speaking in your professional way. So understand that what you're having, you need to speak those lines. One example as well. Whenever you feel underconfident, give a role to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to do this. I used to give a role to myself that I need to play the confident person role. It means that I'm shooting a movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I started speaking.
Right.
In a confident way.
Right.
Then I got to know that, nowadays I'm improving. And the day came, I realized nowadays I'm doing acting, but it's like reality. जब भी वो चीज आप अगेन एंड अगेन और बार बार करते हो वो एक्टिंग नहीं लगती, वो रियलिटी में होने लगता है. So you need to understand that if you're facing any problem, do that again and again. Persistence means do that thing again and again in which you are facing problem.
So you want to say that persistency, consistency play vital role?
Yeah.
Fake it until you make
it.
Right? Act it until you feel natural enough.
Yeah.
So what we have to do, we have to make a script. Otherwise, we have to just, prepare a chart paper.
Yes.
And we need to rehearse it again and again. Like you said, that you used to act first.
Yeah.
When you mastered it, you felt, wow, it's natural, it's real. So I just, it's a very impressive tip that you have given. And I can also just, follow it exactly because I can also execute it in my life. But here I just, want to understand one thing. It happens with many people. Like I call myself an expert. I have been mentoring or training for last 13 years. But last time somebody noticed my speech and he said that, sir, you tell us to not use you know, because it's called filler.
Yeah.
but you used in your speech. I saw your video and you just, used it, So I thought, oh my God, I tell to others to not use, but I used it. Unconsciously, I used it, or consciously, it doesn't happen, or it cannot happen. So there are so many things which is out of balance, which is out of control. Like I did or I do, these feelers. How to be complete and activated or active communicator in speaker. Like I must have control on each and everything. For example, I'm holding this fist, right? I'm folding my hands. So I am aware of these folds, right? If I am just, doing like this, so I am aware of it, right? If I am just, I want to speak something like this, that I want to say something in this way, I'm using my accent, so I must be aware, right? So how to be completely active and aware of each and every.
First of all, the thing is that you need to active your mind first.
Okay.
So would you like to do an exercise with me?
Of course, I can do that if you.
Well, you need to show 5 fingers first and 1 finger.
Okay.
Then second time you need to show 5 fingers from this hand and 1 finger from.
All right.
And now you need to do first.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
No,
All right.
just
Okay.
raise your hand like proper.
fine.
Yes, now do this.
All right. Now do this. All right. Fine. All right. Fine. Or fine.
Now see how your mind is active.
Yeah, my mind is not active this much, but I'm trying to do it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your hand is moving even.
Oh.
So you need to do like this.
Wow.
Now then see how your mind is active.
It means you're able to do it.
Yeah, because my mind is active.
Just show it to me. Just.
1 time, then second time.
Wow.
You can go like this.
Okay.
Yes. You know your hand is moving because you're not
Okay.
notice.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, come on. It's quite difficult for me to.
Yeah. So you need to understand that first of all you need to active your mind that what you're saying, what you're doing. If you understand once that what you're saying, that you're not going to do that mistake again in your life. First, understand, are you making mistakes or not? And are you improving it? Or are you just decreasing in that? Yeah. The thing is that you're doing, but you're moving your hands.
But I'm doing it. I'm practicing it. So
Yeah, you can.
if I'm doing just, wrong practice, but I'm doing with consistency, Come on.
Yeah, actually you're doing it. That's absolutely fine. It means first of all, you need to active your mind, in my opinion. Then start doing whatever you want to do.
Okay.
That. Yeah.
So start doing whatever I want to do. So if I do like this, can you do like this? Come on.
Come on, like this.
No, not like this.
So you're in your hurry. You're in a hurry. Like, I don't want to say that do in chop like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So balance.
okay,
balance
balance is
yeah.
good. So I'm getting out of balance.
Yeah, you are doing that.
I'm getting out of balance, or I'm getting out of control, right? That's the main issue right now I'm facing.
Yeah.
So it means as I cannot activate or I cannot balance my mind so that my hands or my fingers are not getting balanced. Same way for an orator or a communicator, they cannot balance their minds. That's why they cannot balance their communication. Okay, that's the point. So what would be your suggestions to should they do this exercise?
Yeah, they can do this because it's very
For their communication.
not for the communication, for your mind. This is very
Activation.
yeah,
All right.
good for mind actually, I would say. And the thing is that your voice and your confidence should be like, you can uplift anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, your voice should be like that.
Yes.
That captivating voice.
How to just build this captivating voice, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh my God. That's wonderful question. First of all,
Is it question or it is question?
this is question.
All right, this is question, right?
Yeah.
This is question.
First of all, developing your voice, you need to understand that where am I lacking?
Where am I liking? Come on.
Yeah, I need to understand that.
Yeah.
So what happens? Like earlier, you used to tell me that, oh my God, Shafak, your voice. Please go away like
Come
this.
on. I used to say this because
Yeah.
voice was something like, Churiega, Churiegi Chacha had his voice.
Yeah, of course, you are absolutely right. Then I got to know that where am I lacking, and then I started working on that, and now finally I'm sitting with you. I'm having
That-
podcast as
Exactly.
so because I worked on my voice. Now see, I can also speak with the heavy voice.
Give me an example.
Now see, Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Now see, earlier my voice was like this. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now I can say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. After a long time, I'm here to give you any tips and tricks for improving your communication skill.
And heavier than this, like if you have.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, all right, you're waiting for me. No problem. I'm here to just give you some tips, tricks, and examples by which you can improve your voice.
All right. It means that you have developed your sound, and that's a really interesting thing. Like, I know. So earlier I was also like, something like the good morning.
Happens in a starting phase.
Yeah, but right.
Yeah.
So earlier I was like, Marches are I in the Our master. So I was like this, very, very, very cheap type of sound, there was a cheap sound.
One thing also that for improving your English sound, you should open your mouth in a list. Like, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now see my voice. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Smoothness. Just see the smooth.
That's Krishna does. Good evening.
Yes. For smoothness, you should open your.
There is somebody who does not open his mouth. Good morning.
Not like this.
Well, sometimes it happens. Like people, like as I have told one of the stories of my friend, he always does something like that. So I don't understand that he's making some jalebi or just kind of some kind of atta ki chakki. So what is this? Actually, I don't understand. Why should we do this? Why should we follow this?
Actually, this is all about when when you're not sure for your points, then you do like this.
Okay.
Yes. First of all, you need to be sure for your points.
Langas.
Yeah, Mr. Salman, what he does, he focus on accent, not fluency. Yeah. In my opinion, I feel like first focus on fluency, then go with accent.
So he follows for
Accent.
So for example, if there is a very simple thing, like for example, if it is go there and come here, how will Salman say?
Go there. Because you said, but because you wanted to speak in a fluent way, and he wanted to speak like go there accent. Start focusing on.
He does not speak like this. Go there. Go there.
I just want to make them understand. First, get fluency.
Okay.
Then accent will definitely come to you.
Right. There will be accent, definitely. Right. There will be surety of accent, right?
Yep.
So, you haven't advised that before you follow an accent, you have to develop your fluency, right?
You have to develop your.
Very important.
Very.
All right. So I think there are some people that want to hide their language, right? Who want to just, hide themselves or want to abide, or not abide, who want to avoid, who want to stay away. Oh, so that I cannot be sensed, I cannot be analyzed, I cannot be measured, I cannot be judged. So for that, they hide themselves. They take the help of this accent wall, they take the help of little sound wall, so that my sound cannot be heard by others. So that's why they cannot judge me. It happens. So I think we should speak with clarity.
Of course.
Good morning, Shafaq. So good morning, Shafaq.
Good morning. Yes.
Yes. Good morning, Shafaq.
Sorry. No.
What he also does that time. Sometimes this guy.
That person.
Yes. He also does sometimes like good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Yeah, so he just speaks with very little sound.
It means that fear of being judged.
Yeah, fear of being judged is introvert, and that's why he does it. I think he should not do it, right?
Yeah, you should stop.
Fine, these were the great tips that you have given.
Yeah, it is actually, they should follow that. Even you also mentioned a lot of points by which they can improve and they can develop themselves as well. So if they follow, definitely for developing your voice and your communication skill, you need to stay focused on that.
All right. So very important, I think, through our podcast and through this conversation or a special conversation, we have given you so many tips and tricks so that you can implement and execute these tips and tricks, and you can just, practice in your daily conversation and daily, lifestyle, and you can improve yourself and make your communication so much impactful, effective, and insightful. And ladies and gentlemen, Hope that this podcast is gonna help you in an amazing way, and you are gonna master your communication and public speak. Thank you very much. Have a great time.